So a major hurricane is bearing down on the First Coast. Of course you're going to evacuate, right? Well, there are emergencies that happen. Maybe you get stuck in your car, a hotel room, or maybe even your house. Well, the best bet is to have that go bag, that emergency disaster preparedness kit ready to go. Here's what you need inside. So no excuse, gotta have an emergency preparedness kit. I've got my list from the Red Cross to prepare for my family of 3. Came to a grocery store, gonna see how long it takes me and just how much money I'm going to be spending. All right, first stop is the water. Plan on 1 gallon per person per day. Get a little extra for your pet as well. Whew, that's a lot of water. Next stop, food. Think about a 3-day supply of non-perishables. While you're going by and thinking about the pet, grab a bag of pet food as well. Got to take care of them. In the electronics aisle of your grocery store, grab a battery-powered weather radio as well as a flashlight and extra batteries. Typically in that same hardware area, you can get a dust mask, which will be important, as well as a first aid kit. If you go down the baby aisle, moist towelettes, the wipes, are a great idea for personal sanitation. And while you're there, if you do have a little one, grab some diapers. They'll need them. All right, so just like that, about 15 minutes and $70 later, we're prepared for the storm. Oh, you gotta have the water, but don't forget the fun stuff like having board games, essentials like your medicine as well. And you're always gonna have a little cash on hand too. But if you have these essential items suggested by the Red Cross, you will be better prepared to face a storm.
So most of you probably get your weather alerts by watching us on TV, but what happens if the power goes out? What are you going to do? Well, don't worry, First Coast News Hurricane Central is right at your fingertips.
It's a one-stop shop for everything you need to know before, potentially during, and after a storm.
And it's real easy to get to. There are several ways. One of those is through the web.
All you need to do to find our hurricane plan is go to firstcoastnews.com/hurricane. And that will take you to Hurricane Central.
Digital Director Neil Bennett has been working hard with his team, including web producer Garrett Pelican, to make sure all of the information on our Hurricane Central page is ready for you before a hurricane strikes. Garrett says the time to start looking at this information is now.
It's important to find all this stuff out before hurricane season starts, because the sooner you know all this information, the sooner you can start planning for the event of a hurricane.
Throughout tonight's Hurricane Special, you'll see many stories on how to keep you safe. And if you've missed any information or would like to know more, Hurricane Central is the place to go. We'll be updating it throughout hurricane season.
We're going to have everything from your shopping list you need for your hurricane supply kit to an interactive hurricane tracking map where you're going to be able to zoom right in to a storm to be able to track the latest information on it.
And if you do lose power during a storm and you can't watch us on your TV, you can find Hurricane Central on the First Coast News app.
We're still going to be there for you on all platforms. We'll have live video streaming, whether you're on your computer, on your phone, you're going to be able to get live video, get the latest information, and get really what you need to know to get through a storm.
We've also teamed up again with the Florida Times Union, WJCT, American Red Cross, and Duval County Emergency Management to provide you with the Jax Ready Emergency Preparedness Guide. You can find more information on that using the hashtag JaxReady.
Coming up, the science behind tropical systems and how they form. And later, the First Coast News weather team goes inside the eye of the storm with the hurricane hunters. And remember, firstcoastnews.com is your best online source for everything you need to be prepared this hurricane season.